What is up, guys? Destin Trainer is back with another video here today. And today I want to go more in depth about what's going to be happening in Sun and Moon, and that what it means for not just Sun and Moon in the future, but for any Pokemon series in the very near future. Because there's been a lot of speculation about this kind of thing, that why they're doing this. For some reason, people seem to think that since there were many people upset with them not being in movie 20, I don't think that's it at all. To me, it has really nothing to do with it, because I see time and time again people saying, and I see the proof right there. Go and check the ratings of the movie and how it did, and you'll see that it did very well. So it has really nothing. Everyone loved that movie, and I'm sure we're gonna love that movie too when it gets in the English dub. So it's not because of that. It's not true. It's a misconception. To me, I believe that they're finally starting to get it. That they actually understand now. Because this has been a big problem in Pokemon. This is the main big problem. This is the one that sets up all, yeah, there's other multiple problems, but this one sets every one of those problems up. Because this problem has been a lack of progression and real maturity, and that's what this anime has been lacking for years and years. It lacks change. And yeah, in Sun and Moon there's tons of change. But before Sun and Moon, and this is not a good change in my opinion, because Sun and Moon's been more on the downside than up. There have been a lot more downs than ups. But going back to this, it's a problem. Because what message as a series are they really sending here? By telling us, well, okay, this guy will just stay the same forever, he's gonna keep losing, and, everything is just gonna stay the same. At some point in time, there has to be a realization that this series is not going anywhere. And there has to be a point in time where he has to mature and progress as a person. He can't just stay the same age forever. He can't. It just can't. And I think now, with Misty and Brock returning, I think this is the beginning of a change. Because if I think about some of the things that actually have changed, we said they were never gonna change. People said that, what was I gonna say? Say that the whole thing with the gym formula, the gyms, yeah, but a lot of people like the gyms, but there were some people saying that this is getting old and then it's gonna stay the same. They changed that in Generation 7. I mean, and so far, I know we've had little, things about the trial, but I think overall, when they have done the trials, they've handled that very well. So, we thought that wouldn't change, and it did. And what about the whole shipping aspect? And what I want to point out here is, did we ever think, and this is story canon, I'm not counting the movies or any of that other TVs, any of that stuff. I'm talking about the main storyline, the main canon of Ash's journey right here. in each and every region. Did we ever think that a girl would kiss him like that? Did we ever believe that it would go that far? And I don't even think it's the end of it, of that. I mean, the fact that we made it this far for any type of shipping Ash ever been involved in, we didn't think that would happen, and it did. And what about Ash going to the finals in the College League? Yeah, he didn't win, but second place? Wow! Did we ever think he would get that far? I don't think so. I didn't. I don't know if you guys did. But it's been time after time again, some of the stuff they've done lately has proven, hey, they have the ability to change. They can be different. And that is the point. And I think this is the stepping stone in the right direction. Who's to say we won't see May or Dawn or anyone else, for that matter? I mean, hell, who's to say who's to say we won't see Gary again? I don't know. I mean, with Cancel, it's a possibility. Maybe they're hiding him. I know they've shown Misty and Brock, maybe they're hiding Gary. Who knows? I mean, it's just, there was so much. There was a legitimate reason why he would be back in the Kanto region himself. So, I look at everything that is going to happen in the next couple weeks, and I think to myself, the possibilities here. Because now I think they're starting to get it with some of the same aspects. In Generation 6 we believed it. There was a change there. And although it was the same gym formula, there was a lot of changes to how the story was progressed and how it was handled. So I look at all of this, guys, and I think to myself, hey, they're capable of change. They are. So, and I know that they're saying, oh, he's gonna be 10 forever. I don't believe that. I just don't. Look, I'm not calling him a liar or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't believe it. I just don't. I don't. There is no way he could be the same age for the rest of the series. It's just, no. It's not possible. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. To me, that is going to change eventually. When? That's a debate for another day. But the whole point, guys, is what I'm trying to highlight to you guys is that, look, think of this positively right here with Brock. Think of the possibilities now that this could set up. Because, and guys, remember, and also keep this in mind, we're in the 20th anniversary, right? 20th year. So, maybe they reflected on how the series has been handled, and they're finally like, okay guys, the fans have given us so much, and it's time for us to give back. Maybe they are thinking about that. I think so. I think this is a positive, and that we should really think about this and take the time to have it register in our minds that, hey, change is capable. If they were incapable of change, none of the stuff that happened in X, Y, and XYZ would have happened, and the things that are about to happen in Sun and Moon wouldn't happen. And I think what has happened in Sun and Moon as a result is there is no way to predict what's going to happen anymore. It's not going to be the same thing. So if anybody thinks that, oh, they're just going to shaft characters, they can't change that. I don't believe that to be the case anymore. I don't see... I mean, I guess in Sun and Moon right now, they still need more development for me to believe they won't get shafted yet. But as it pertains to older characters, maybe we might get a few episodes for, I don't know. I mean, there's still only one character, I believe, that has a chance of being the main character. But with the other characters, they could have a chance to show up for a few episodes again. Because what I still want to happen is that if he finally wins, I want everybody who was on his journeys and experienced his whole young lifetime when he went to multiple regions and everything to be there. So Misty and Brock and the list goes on. I want them all to be there, and I'm pretty sure we all want that. Because think about how perfect of an ending that would be. And I will admit that with Carlos though, and what Generation 6, because that was really my main gripe with with the anime series. They didn't really have past. They didn't have past continuity or really past characters show up. And that's the one thing I will say though, with him not winning there. It probably would have not meant the most, since everybody wasn't there. So, I get it in that aspect. But yeah, ultimately guys, I think this means a lot for the series going forward. There is a chance that these characters will come back. I believe it. Because again, the easiest way for it not to happen is to not believe. I mean, I've said this in past videos, time and time after again. I'm gonna reiterate: fight for what you want. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, if you're not going to stand up, then you clearly don't like the character enough. I mean, that's how it goes. And generally, they'll listen. I promise you that. I mean, let's really think about this. None of the staff are evil. I mean, they're not. I bet you can talk to any one of them, and they will give you the best kind of attitude. I'm telling you, that's something to really take in consideration. So, let's believe. Because you're already giving up if you don't. And that's not right. I don't like that. That's not cool. To just give up like that. I mean, what kind of fan would you be if you just threw in the towel and say, hey, none of these characters are coming back? Yeah, I mean, there's things that you gotta accept. But this time, no, it's not acceptable. I mean, it's unacceptable. It really is. I'm not gonna have them keep shafting characters like that and just... No. No more. But I think now they understand that. And it's heading in the right direction. But anyways, tell me in the comment section below what you think about this. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Do you really think that this means a lot for the series? Again, not just Sun and Moon, but Pokemon in general. Like, comment, subscribe. Click on the notifications bell to get every video I make first. I'm Justin Trainer. I make great Pokemon content for you guys to enjoy. You will not be bored watching my channel, I promise you that. Again, now I'm signing off. Peace! Have a great day, guys.